Now from Ozarks First, you're watching Color 10 News at 10.
A 3-day hearing has concluded for a man sentenced to death in 2018 for killing a 10-year-old girl. 6 years ago, a jury could not come to consensus on proper punishment for Craig Wood after he was convicted of killing Haley Owens. The sentence handed down by a judge is being questioned in a post-conviction relief hearing.
For 3 days, the judge has heard statements from Wood's childhood friend and his old attorney. Dan Patterson was the lead prosecutor on this case 6 years ago and has been back in the courtroom for the hearings this week. Color 10's Bethany French spoke with him today. She's live outside the Greene County Courthouse, explaining why he thinks the death penalty is still appropriate in this case.
Yes, Patterson says he believes that when the judge does make his final decision, this conviction will be upheld.
This defendant has been sentenced and sentenced appropriately to the death penalty. The evidence in this case established that if there's any case for the death penalty, this is that case.
Judge Thomas Mountjoy sentenced Wood to the death penalty in 2018 after the jury couldn't come to a consensus on the appropriate punishment for the murder of 10-year-old Haley Owens. While Patterson believes the death penalty will be upheld, Elise Max, a co-director of the Missourians to Abolish the Death Penalty, is hoping for a different outcome.
This is a life or death issue. The fact that it fell into the hands of one judge instead of a jury of Craig's peers is quite discerning. We're hoping that this could result in a retrial, that this could result in all the evidence coming to a jury.
Max has been in the courtroom all week and has followed this case since 2018. She believes the alternative punishment of life without parole is sufficient for Wood.
Life without parole is the other option for first-degree murder. It is slow death by incarceration. There's nothing fun about living out the rest of your life at Potosi Correctional Center.
Now, the state and the defense both have to submit formal written proposals to the judge. The defense is requesting the transcriptions from this week's proceedings before they submit their proposals, which could take 3 months. The judge will then consider this week's evidence and the proposals before making his final decision.
I believe he was provided with effective assistance of counsel. They tried an excellent case, but I believe the penalty is appropriate.
With those transcription requests taking around 90 days, it could be a few months before we know the judge's final decision and the fate of Craig Wood. Reporting live in Springfield, Bethany French, Color 10 News.